This isn't the moon. Who the fuck are you? Hi, I was gonna make another one of those videos where I'm just like, hey guys, it's been a while, what's up? But rather than making the 50th one of those videos, I decided I'd just make the video that has some actual substance to it. So let's talk about a dying game franchise. Saints Row. Saints Row was, I guess I should talk about it in past tense since this new game isn't really part of the older franchise. It's a new thing. But we'll get to that later. Saints Row was sort of, to be honest, thinking back on it, it was meant to fail. It wasn't really meant to fail, but it was bound to at some point, because it was pretty much the entire thing was built off of being sort of a parody to a different game franchise, and parodies can only go so far. Eventually they have to become their own thing, and they sort of did that. We'll talk about the later games later. But it started off as this sort of different version of GTA, and everybody took it as that, and like, it was sort of the GTA that didn't take itself as seriously. And honestly, I loved the franchise. When I was really young, I'd say around 12, maybe, I played Saints Row 2 at my friend's house. At my friend at the time. I have no idea what he's doing today, but yeah. I'm making a YouTube video, so I guess I'm cool. Is what I'm trying to say. But, yeah, I started with Saints Row 2 playing at my friend's house, and the second I started playing it, I just got hooked. It was one of the first games that I really played that really, like, got me into video games, because before, like, I would play them, but none of them would really, catch me, really. But then I played that one, and I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. This is the thing I'm gonna do for the next 50 years, and then I'll be good. So, yeah. But yeah, I started off with that one, and then I just fell in love with the entire series. I started with that one, then I played the third one, and then I played the first one, and then I played the fourth one. So I didn't exactly play them in order, but it's not the type of franchise that you really need to play in order to enjoy. The whole thing was just so fun. The whole series was just meant to just be a fun game. It wasn't meant to be super serious or, break any, like, it wasn't supposed to be, like, groundbreaking stuff. It was just supposed to be fun, and it was. You motherfucker. But, yeah. It was just so fun. I don't know. I think what made it so fun was that you could make it your own thing, because there was so much customization to it. You could customize down to the last detail the main character, from their gender to their skin color to how much muscle they had, to their voice, to how big their nose was. You could do just about anything, and that continued on to, like, the stuff you wore, the stuff you drove, the gang that you ran. You could change just about everything to be your own sort of thing, and it was just really, really fun. You got it? But, yeah. And then there was the more troublesome games that came later on. say it started with the third one, but the fourth and on kind of sort of ruined the franchise for a lot of people. Not for me, I still liked them, but for a lot of people it was just way too much, because the series started off as like gangs fighting each other in the city and stuff like that, sort of set kind of in real life. But then the fourth one came around and everybody was just like, hold on, wait a minute, what the fuck? Aliens? Huh? What? Alien invasion? Everything is a simulation? What's going on? Huh? Yeah. The fourth one came along and everybody was just like, okay, this is too much, I'm good. And it sort of went that way for the next couple games. The next one was Gat Out of Hell, I believe, and that one was just so different from anything in the series. It was, because first of all, you didn't play as the character that you played in for all the other games, the main guy, the boss. You played as Johnny Gat and Kinsey Kensington. Very creative name there, guys. And you went around hell killing demons and eventually rescuing the boss from being forcibly married to Jezebel, Satan's daughter. And you also killed Satan by shooting him in the face, which I'm surprised nobody really thought of that before. But hey, whatever. And that's where Agents of Mayhem came in. Agents of Mayhem was a fun game, but I wouldn't really say it's a Saints Row game. It's in the same, like, franchise, but it's not the same thing. I'm not sure how to describe it. I didn't play it for that long, but it was fun. It just wasn't really what people wanted. And that's actually how we can describe the end of the series. It was fun, but it's not really what we wanted. And now there is this. What the fuck, guys? When I first saw the Instagram, and I believe it was on Twitter, but the post that they made where it was like the graffiti wall and it said rebooting, I was like, oh shit! We're finally getting that 5th game. We're finally gonna, they're gonna fix shit. And then we got, this. I'm not really sure what to say about this. It's very... It seems like it's going back to the roots that the franchise started with, which is good. That's what people wanted. But why'd you have to get rid of all of it? They sort of... It seems what they're doing is they're getting rid of pretty much everything from the original series except the name, and that's... When I saw that, I was mad, and then I was like, okay, maybe it'll be good, but I was still really sad, and now I'm just like, it's probably gonna suck. 'Cause I feel like the developers know that this series is kind of dying and not really gonna go anywhere no matter what they do, which, it's kind of their fault for not listening to their fans, but it's whatever, Like I said before, the franchise was kind of meant to die, and, it's whatever. The old games are fun, and they'll be fun to keep around. And maybe this next game will be fun, but I feel like they're just gonna try and turn it into a cash grab for their last final hurrah to try and get some money, and you know, it's whatever. It'll probably be the last nail in the coffin for a lot of fans, and you know, it's what I really. It's been a while since I actually cared where this franchise went because of how much they've been like fucking it up. I really like the old games. Saints Row 2 is one of my favorite games, if not my favorite. But everything else is kind of, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, so I guess now I should talk about what my ideas would have been for this next game. I guess that's what I'll do, and I guess that's it. But what I would have done for this last game is, rather than focusing on the main crew, Shaundi, the boss, Johnny Gat, all the rest of them, what I would have done is I would have gone back to Steelport and focused on, like, the lesser, like, the, how do you describe it? The lesser side of, like, the gang, all, like, the random NPC wearing purple, you know, number 54. You know, I would have focused on those people and tried to put a story to those people, because it never really did that with them. Like, for the entire series, there've just been, like, these people around the city you're in that just kind of help you out and shoot people for you, and that's all they've really been. And what I would have done is I would have focused on, like, one of those people and, like, given, like, a sort of story to that side of the story. So that they can still introduce new stuff and, like, you know, create a new kind of thing, since it really feels like they've wanted to do something new for a while, but still keep all the stuff that the other fans love, so that, you know, everyone could have been happy. But I guess that's not what we got. So, yeah. So I guess all in all, for what will probably be my final goodbye to the series, you were fun. I really liked, you know, most of the games, and I guess I should really thank the second one for really introducing me to what video games can really be, and, it was fun. Goodbye. Goodbye. Get the fuck out.